Hey, I'm Morgan Danielle.
And I'm Luco Blaze.
And you can check us out on www.themetalexperience.com for the latest interviews featuring punk and metal bands from the Chicago area. And on our website, you can read interviews and reviews from bands all over the world in our blog section, either on Reviews from the Crypt or the Let's Chat Q&A sessions.
Also, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And remember to keep it metal.
Woo!
What on earth is that? It's a Journey into Comics Network production!
What's up, everybody? You're listening to Podcastrophe. You can find us by searching Podcastrophe on all of your favorite podcasting platforms like Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, and more. You can also find us at JourneyIntoComics.com. We drop a new episode every single Thursday. Be sure to subscribe to Podcastrophe to get the show and exclusive content. We record each episode live every Tuesday around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and you can watch that on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just follow Podcastrophe on any of those platforms, and be sure to chat with us. Also, be sure to check out the Journey into Comics Network and all of its amazing shows. Now, on with the show!
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come.
Hello and welcome to Podcastrophe. This is episode 123. I'm your host, Dick, and that's all that's here today. I don't really have a plan for right now. It's just going to be me probably rambling about a few things and probably going to head out of here. It's probably going to be a really short episode. I apologize if my voice is a little hoarse. I've been talking basically all day because everyone at work decided today was the day that they really wanted to talk to me, and I don't know why. So yeah, not a lot's going on here. Dave couldn't be here today because he had to work late. And then Tyler couldn't be here today because, well, he's been working his ass off at the good old Subaru. And, yeah, he's just been doing that, and he wanted some time off. My lips, Alex is in the chat, and she says, your lips look so red, like you're wearing lipstick. Flawless. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we got Alan Coxhead in the chat as well. Originally, I'd planned on maybe doing, like, having a couple people from my potential band that we're forming be here, and I nixed that idea because I had to go pick up the kids, and I didn't know what time Miranda would be home from work, so I decided to go it solo today. I'm going to record a quick one, and then I'm going to try to record another episode of my vocal retrospective where I'm doing a dive into the things I've done vocally that I've actually managed to record, and I originally planned on making that like a mini series, like, and tonight's episode was actually just gonna be that. I was gonna, if I couldn't get anybody on here, I was just gonna be like, well, looks like I'm gonna do the thing that's supposed to be a mini series, but it's turning more into filler episodes. But yeah, I'm just gonna record a quick episode of this, let you guys listen to me jabber for who knows how long, and then I'm gonna move on to that. I don't know if I'm gonna live stream that or not, but yeah. Alan says, motherfucker, I would have came and hung out, but you said not to. Yeah, I did. I said not to. Again, I didn't know what time Miranda would be home, so I got to watch the kids, and, that comes first. So I just, that, and I didn't really want to be doing this very late. I kind of want to eat dinner tonight at a normal time. I don't get to do that very often. Fucking Nate. Pod Daddy Nate coming in here, not blessing it yet, but says, you fuck on me, I fuck on you, primey boy. Am I primed? somebody, is my voice really low? Because it might just be my natural voice, because I'm really hoarse right now. Again, people decided to talk to me at work today, and I wasn't into it. Or, yeah, just all day, people talking. I'm drinking a Gatsby Slushy XL from 450 North. It's probably only 2% alcohol by volume. Thank you, Nate. He finally blessed it. I appreciate it. Yeah, this beer is probably like 2% by alcohol by volume, but god damn is it delicious. So, yeah. It keeps doing this weird cutout shit. Like, it's choppy. Well, that's weird. And I'm a little low. Huh, that's weird. Well, hopefully it gets better. Maybe I need to replace these mic cables, which I have new mic cables for it. Which, Nate, you have one of mine. But that's okay. You can just have it. Jennifer comments, that's not true. No one likes talking to you at work. Well, apparently today they did, because John was talking to me. Eddie was talking to me. Jacob was talking to me. I got random drug tested today. That was not fun. That was scary. And some of you know why that was scary. But I passed. So, yay. Yeah, a lot going on. There was a few things I did want to talk about, but I don't want to talk about those things without people here. Like, I finished The Witcher. I think I may have finished The Witcher before last week's episode, but I don't want to talk about it until I got someone here to talk about it with, because it's a doozy. It's a great show. I really enjoyed it, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. And it definitely makes me want to go play The Witcher 3, which I kind of did a little bit of that before this. I really want to talk about Ricky Gervais's monologue at the is it because you've been doing ketamine with homeless people? What are you going on about, Alan? Also, huge shout out to Alan Coxhead. I cannot wait to get you on this show. And I also can't wait to be in a band with you again, because that was a blast. You were easily my favorite part of being in Drench. Yeah, the Golden Globes. Mr. Ricky Gervais had a really interesting opening monologue intro to the whole thing, where he basically just didn't give a fuck. And I loved it. He called out a lot of people, not by name, not specifically, except for maybe Apple. He definitely called out Apple. I don't remember him calling out much else, but wow, that was interesting. And yeah, so I can't wait to talk about that and get whoever's on the show next week's opinion on that. It's probably gonna be Dave. We might have Tyler. Who knows? We don't know with him anymore. But yeah, Alan says Ricky's monologue was fucking perfect. Yes, it was, because he made a fucking Epstein joke like midway through it, and like, what? And not only did he make an Epstein joke, he, like, when people were like, he's like, shut up, you're his friend. Like, holy shit. It's like, a lot of people are like thinking he's joking, but I really don't think he was joking with hardly any of it. I really don't. Because like I've watched a lot of his comedy, a lot of his shows, his movies. He's got a really dry tone, a really dry sense of humor, and I'm familiar with his humor. Last night, or the other night, I sincerely do not think he was joking. He said that was the last time he said, this is probably the last time I'm going to host this. And I'm fairly sure it's it's because he was just so fed up and just he wanted to say all that shit, and he knew if he said all that shit, he wasn't going to be coming back. Which, yeah, I don't think he's coming back. But he doesn't care. He said it himself. He's like, I don't care. I don't care. Fuck this. I don't care. I'm going to say what I got to say, and then we're going to move on. And he called people out. He's like, people, come up here, get your award, say thank you. Don't go on some diatribe. Don't thank your gods. Just come up here, get your award, and go. Because you have none of you have any room to talk on anything. So yeah, that was the Golden Globes. We've gone to World War III and then stopped World War III all in less than a week. It all started last Thursday, I believe. Thursday or Friday. Well, it started before that, but it started to me when I guess Trump ordered a drone strike on an airport in Baghdad that happened to have some top Iranian commanders. They're top generals, and he killed them. He's apparently his advisors gave him a list of options, and they threw that one in there as like the craziest option. They're like, if we throw this in here, it's so crazy, he'll more than likely go for one of the other options that's better. Well, they clearly don't know their president very well because he went for the craziest option. It's like, guys, we've been at this for 3 fucking years. Almost 4 years. It's been 4 years. Damn near. And you don't know that Mr. Donald J. Trump isn't going to he's going to pick the fucking craziest thing. He's just off the wall with this shit sometimes. So yeah, he launched that attack. Iran was pretty pissed about that, vowed retaliation, and soon. And then, of course, Trump's like, well, we're going to bomb 52 Iranian cultural sites. 52 representing the 52 hostages back in the 70s. You know, when the Iranian government that was there, and it's a situation that has nothing to do with right now. It has nothing to do with, like, the current government has nothing to do with that government at the time. It's like, it was pointless to mention. It was pointless to make comparisons or anything. It was just like, why? So, and not meanwhile, there's also people like saying, hey, you can't do that. That's considered a war crime. And he's like, why can't I do it? I'm not doing my Trump impression today. I'm not going to. It's just, no. I'd rather just talk. So he's like, why can't I do it? Like, they do all this shit. They do shit. Why can't I do that? Why can't I do that? Well, because it's considered a war crime. Bam. It's like, not to mention, it's like, be the bigger person in this, I guess. So, of course, last night, Iran launched missiles at U.S. bases in Iraq. and I saw that, and I was like, holy shit, it's on. It is on. I was like, holy shit, this is happening now. It's getting real. So it came in today that the apparent damage was, there were minimal casualties. Apparently 0 U.S. casualties. No American lives were taken. That being said, I'm pretty sure there were some other lives, like Iraqi lives. So that sucks, but... And I guess Iran said, if you do not retaliate to this strike, we will stand down. Like, just let this happen, let it go, and let it be done. And shockingly, Mr. Chodas, the Cheeto of the United States, backed down. Shockingly. I can't believe it. I cannot believe he did it. I'm just, I'm in awe. I was in awe when I read that. I was in awe that Donald Trump decided not to carry out this war. That's what it would have been. It would have been straight up war. Either just with Iran, doubt it. I'm sure Russia, China would have joined in. And then we have what would be considered a world war on our hands, World War III, as everybody is memeing about. It's so crazy that it's 2020, and our reaction to the potential of a third world war, one which we do have nuclear weapons right from the get-go. We didn't have that in World War I. We didn't have that in World War II until the very end. Now, nearly every powerful country has nuclear weapons, or they did at one point. I doubt anybody's really dismantled any of their shit. I know we haven't. Why? Why would we? Russia hasn't. Whatever. The only thing we did was stop building them. So, yeah, and then Iran pulled out of that deal too. Oh, yep, we're going to go ahead and start enriching uranium again. Sweet. Awesome. Fantastic. Oh, when it's 2020 and you're not quite sure if mutually assured destruction is enough to stop it. So, yeah. This drink break brought to you by whatever show is on Friday. I don't know what's going on Friday this week. It might be the D-list again. Nate, if you're still watching, let me know what's coming on Friday. I don't know with the network anymore. It's crazy. It's been so I don't really know what's going on in the network. I know Journey into Comics is on Monday. I know Poor 360 is on Tuesday. I know usually Journey into Wrestling is on Wednesday. My show, Podcastrophe, mine, Tyler, Dave, our show is on Thursday. And then Friday, it's either the D-list or something else. I don't know. Everything, that's in limbo. Sometimes there's a Brews with Dudes on Saturday. And then Sunday's Dungeons with Dudes. So now that you have the whole rundown of the network, yeah. I don't know what's going in those bi-weekly slots. But who knows? Who knows? If only the Pod Daddy was still in the chat to enlighten us. So he's been doing a lot of revamping on the Journey into Comics website, by the way. For those who go there, he did some work on the archive section on the side of the page. So go in, check that out. Let us know if it works for you, if something doesn't work for you, and then just let us know. Just let us know. But anyway, back to Trump and all that shit. I'm just completely shocked that he didn't keep this going. I was almost sure we were going to get nuked, or they were going to send a nuke over here, which the best they can do is probably send it, if they even have really capable nukes, nuclear weapons of mass destruction. It could really realistically, they could only hit Hawaii. So there's that. But if they launch, we're gonna launch. If we launch, Russia's gonna launch. If Russia launches, it's just a big chain reaction. Again, mutually assured destruction. We have nukes. If we fire nukes, we know you're gonna fire your nukes, and if you fire nukes, we're gonna fire ours. That's how it works. And then and nuclear weapons are just so destructive, it's just going to take out whatever. And if you got enough of them flying, all of us are done. All of us are done. Either instantly or over the course of the next few years. We're just done. I was telling people at work, man, I kind of wish I would have became one of them doomsday preppers. Instead of doing a podcast, I should have just been focusing on doomsday prepping. So, yeah. Again, I can't tell you enough how delicious the Gatsby Slushy XL from 450 North is. It's just so delicious. I don't really got much else to talk about unless somebody in the chat decides to pop in and say, hey, talk about this, or ask me a question or something. So, again, we do have, you can basically schedule yourself as a guest on the show. Just go to the Podcastrophe page, set an appointment. That's like, it's weird that it's said like that, but if you set an appointment as a guest, that we'll take that as like, you want to be a guest on this date. So, if anybody wants to be a guest, hit that up. If you can't come into town, if you can't come into the studio, we can set something up over Skype. I gotta sneeze real quick. My sneezes have been horrendous lately. It's been like 5 or 6 in a row. I don't get it. Of course, I feel like it was like the sneezes started happening before all of this, but they may have gotten worse because my wife decided she was going to start sanding all of our cabinets and drawers in our kitchen and all the wood that goes with them, like all that stuff, and she was going to stain them. So Sunday, the house was just filled with sanding and dust, and it was everywhere. So I'm pretty sure, like, I breathed in a shit ton of it, because I also sanded a little bit. Yeah. Alan says, I'll drop by anytime. Maybe next Wednesday. Maybe next Wednesday. If you want to drop by next Wednesday, feel free. You can be our guest next week. And that'd be awesome, because it's awesome knowing it's awesome already knowing I have a guest, and then I don't have to ask anybody. It's the weirdest thing. I have like this giant anxiety about asking people to be a guest on the show. I don't know if it's like this weird like fear of rejection or if it's like something else, but like I get so weird about like asking people to be a guest on the show. Like I always want to ask Nick Maxon of Brews with Dudes, Dungeons with Dudes, Weed Bee, Doom Room, all that. I always want to ask him, but I'm always afraid he's going to be like, nope, can't do it. Nope, can't do it. I'm even like sometimes I get anxiety about asking Tyler if he's going to be on this week. Hey, you going to be on the show this week? Just because that itself right there is I don't want to bug him. I don't want to keep bugging him about the same thing. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I need to ask him, but at the same time, I feel like if he's going to be here, he'll just be here, and that'll be that. Or he'll tell me, hey, I'm going to be here. But sometimes I'm like, oh, shit, Dave's not going to be here. Hey, Tyler, are you going to be here? I need to know. But again, I hope Tyler, if you're listening, I really hope you're enjoying your not podcasting day. I hope you're relaxing and enjoying yourself. Cheers to you, buddy. So I think that's gonna do it. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. Again, sorry for the shorter episode, and sorry you just have to listen to me ramble for 23 minutes so far. But it is what it is, guys. So with that being said, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna record another thing while I'm waiting on dinner. And if that is all, that is all. Please make every day a big dick day. Bye, guys.
Woke up this morning with my dick in my hand. Girl is to the right of me, just like I planned. It's gonna be a big dick day.